Red, what happened last time?
What happened last time is Franco got a call. Lola, friend of his group of other people of his own, same friends basically, people who are in the same ideals and mindsets as him basically, comes up with an opportunity of a lifetime apparently. Apparently, some fellow Hector or other has requested the job for them. A large scale of money they're willing to pay if they just do a hit with some very dangerous weapons. Particular target they want dead, but there's going to be more than one based on opportunity that will be presented to them. 10 grand for that, and well, further work hopefully in the future. Hard to say no to that, as a few of their friend group was a bit uncertain, a bit wary about certain things. Some of them eager, some of them a little uncertain, as they debated about what to do and how to maybe mitigate the damage, or maybe there's no other way to do it but to survive and make sure we don't get caught, essentially. As I think they were leaning more towards getting it done, because if it's not them, it's going to be someone else, especially. Raul, on the other hand, after the shootout that was based on his lovely little trailer park home, decided to go back to the lab to see if he can cook up the batch. And on his way, when he got there, he noticed there was a note as he was getting himself ready to, well, making up his usual way of making money. He was able to give a call, realizing it was more likely the shooter that attacked that, well, killing a few of the people there who to exchange the money for his product. As the guy or person on the end seemed to be apologetic, sorry about getting him caught up in this whole situation, as he had opportunity, he couldn't just let it go, essentially. That he wants to make the cartels pay for, well, personal reasons more likely. But regardless, his hand in the cartel does make him a little bit on the not so great side, but he still, it's not as damning as the rest. And he even gave him a warning about there's going to be trouble coming along. Something bad is going to happen, and you might want to have to deal with that in the future. As Raul seemed to get along somewhat with this mysterious voice, and well, decided to take his advice as he hung up, went home to, well, get the family the know, as now it seems things are going to get bad in the streets. And well, seeing his sister get out of that fancy car, the young Anna, as well, his other tried to convince her, like, maybe this is maybe that's a little too dangerous. Maybe you shouldn't hang out with those guys, especially because it seems like well, more like that person has a connection with the cartel, and that's a problem. And even with him trying to bring that up, his sister was the one, Amelia was the one who, after making some contact with someone, she admitted to her brother that he was the guy who shut up the police station. But regardless, with the information he gave her and, well, his own hand in the drug business, they both realized the gravity of the situation and were trying to convince everyone for an impromptu vacation, we'll say. Anna seemed to be reluctant. They were unable to really convince her without some more pushing and prodding before she ultimately, with frustration, decided to go along with the vacation, basically. Palmer, on the other hand, at home, taking a cigarette, decide to reach out to Carlos, letting him know about the information that they found out. Apparently, as it became known to her that someone has been calling out a hit, especially apparently Anna, unknown to us, had Catalina, who told her mother, who well, called Carlos, one about the hit, and he seemed to be very blasé about the whole thing, as well as the fact that someone, one in her would be one of her people, air quotes, at least someone she's worked with. It has information that she might want to get her hands on instead of having, Carlos's men do all the work. Understandably so, she decided to do that, as well as well, the sleepover that her daughter wishes to have. At least it'll be under her house and not somewhere else more dangerous at the very least. As she started to get that stuff ready while Diego was at home dealing with withdrawals. Regardless, Raul decided the next day to prepare everyone to get the fuck out, though there was a bit of a snag in the plan as Anna seemed determined to go to school in that fancy vehicle that well, that he was begging her not to go with, and made his way there to try to persuade her not to go, as she seemed unsure, reluctant, and a bit frustrated at her brother's continued push before ultimately deciding to go with him and say goodbye to her friend, as she would have to leave with her brother. As the car drove off, and the smirking face of Carlos looked through the window. And as they were doing a bit of a chat, it seems Carmen's men caught up with them. She was later on being told about the Anna being there as well. As they caught them, grabbed them, and wanted to answer a few questions to family members. And they went to one of the secure locations Carmen has, as she asks questions to the phone, trying to figure out exactly what he knows and why he's trying to hide this information. As Raul begged her and told her that she doesn't know, that he was only told this, but she didn't really believe him. And well, while it's going on, gunshots rang out as Raul was getting a bit of a more tough love, and looks like someone had realized they were missing. As Carmen called her brother Diego to let him know to make his way to the location to get the two civilians out. As she doesn't necessarily want them to die, but regardless, this is a mess all around. As Diego raced his way there, getting there too late. A number of her men were killed, and it looks like the two civilians were no longer there. As Raul and Ana were rescued by not just this young lad who seemed to be the one who was the one taking out the cartel for quite some time, a friend of Rowan. One of the friends that they've missed, Miguel, who was getting his revenge for Cartel, along with Amelia, who was seen to be helping him as they came to rescue her family. And apologizing for getting my bit mixed up here. Fuego gets a text as well from Paco about the shooting, as he did notice the car, and he began to put some things together, realizing the car and who it was from. After, of course, they talked to Diego, who's looking around for questioning and trying to figure out what's going on without causing too much of a problem. They realized they knew who it was and called up their good friend, Miguel. And Franco even talked to him to see what the fuck he's doing and why he's doing it, basically. And I think that's where it ended last. Franco having a conversation with Miguel, hopefully having a chance to meet up and wanted to help his friend take out the cartel, especially since they took out a dear friend of theirs. And I think that's where it ended last.
Yeah. I think everyone was kind of prepping for the assault, though, right?
I know Carmen knows about the fact that someone's trying to hit on Carmen knows about the hit on Carlos, but I don't know if she knows there's assault.
I think Diego was tracking them, so yeah.
Yeah.
Diego, sorry, go ahead. Dick?
Dick? I think we lost him.
Sorry, my roommate just asked me a question about her kids. Yeah, so I know Carmen knows that I'm tracking them down, and she just said be careful, and a group of us are going to go deal with finding him. I just know I rolled well.
Yeah. So it doesn't take you too long to eventually, in the course of a couple of hours, figure out the direction they would have exited the city and the sort of general area. And one of your people, if you ask, will kind of give you a couple of places where they could hide out feasibly, as you still have lookouts spread across, and none of them have reported seeing like the car flee. So they haven't left. They haven't gone too far. So they must be within like some of the outskirts, and they'll kind of give you the most likely defended position where they could probably make a stand, and where you can just like snipe them or drive with an armored vehicle and kill them.
Yeah, so, but do I just have a rough idea of where they are, or just like
It's a highly likely set of buildings which would act as it's like two buildings that are the only like actual concrete buildings in this area that they could hide in. And I mean, they could technically get out of the car, dump the car, and then like go on foot through the desert, but I mean, they're gonna die event, like they're not gonna make it that far.
Yeah, I'm gonna let my sister know what I found and see what resources she wants to expend on this, or how much of her guys she wants to spend it on this. Like if she wants to put in for the armored car and just go in, or just have us pick them off. So I don't communicate with her. That's when bad things happen.
Wait, what? So you know where? Do you know where they're going at all, basically? Or
He
just wanna
knows
make-
the most likely location they are at currently because that doesn't seem your scouts further into the poppy fields haven't spotted any cars like that passing by, so it sort of gives you a good idea where they could hide as an area, and that area the only fortified quote unquote buildings that are made out of bricks and not just they're not just shacks are, and they're like
Okay,
abandoned. So that's like the most likely area. They could technically be traveling on foot through the wilderness, but that
We don't have
doesn't
a
seem
guarantee.
likely with an old
Yeah.
like not an old but like wounded individuals as well. Like it's not impossible,
Basically-
but they're like assuming nobody's stupid enough to do this.
Yeah, but we don't have like a guarantee. We just know a general area. That's basically it, right? Nothing that says this is exactly
Yes.
where they're at. Okay. She would mostly suggest to take a couple guys, sneak in, going quiet, because right now we have the element of surprise, hopefully, and if we get them
Now,
caught
I'm
unaware-
gonna remind you, these are isolated buildings outside of the city. How are you gonna? They're gonna spot you coming from a mile away. They're gonna shoot you.
Okay, because I don't think bringing an armored truck is gonna be good either. That's what. Cause,
Well, at
there's
least
no guarantee.
if they shoot you, you won't die. Also, you don't like when you say armored truck, that means a truck you've stuck plates of metal on.
Okay. Very well then. If that's the case, yeah, she would suggest taking the armored vehicle basically, because if we're not going to be able to have the element of surprise, there's no reason to try for it then. Because I'm not too sure we even know the area. I have any control over that. So.
Yeah, well, you know the area. You know it's rather desolate, and if they would see a car approaching, they're just gonna assume it's you and shoot it.
Yeah, it's more like I don't have any way to exert control of that place from where I'm at, basically. or
No,
anything like
because
that.
it's kind of
yeah.
out of the city a bit.
Yeah, so yeah, armored trucks, take a couple of guys, get yourself with some weapons, and prepare for more likely get in trouble because they'll see you coming a mile away then.
Okay.
Are you gonna
who's the
ask
guy that-
Carlos for help on this one?
Yeah, I'm gonna ask Carlos for help.
Okay. I mean, you give him a phone call. It's like,
Yeah.
my future mother-in-law. How can I be of assistance?
You don't have to. I've already said this. Well, Carlos, it seems I may be able to have narrowed down exactly where where this trouble has been coming from, hopefully. And I wanted to know if you were willing to lend a hand.
For your happiness, what am I not willing to do?
Yeah, I appreciate the assistance, Carlos. It is appreciated.
So, what do you
No,
need?
Men, more likely, go into a isolated area. They probably have the higher ground in that regard, and they'll probably see us coming in. So, we're gonna need some guns, weapons, and a chance to hunker down and take them out. Also, you might want to keep some men close as well for your situation too.
You're worried about me. That's heartwarming.
I don't think my daughter would appreciate your dead body. So,
She does care for me, doesn't she?
yes, he does.
Well, I will then dispatch Hector and some of my people. Also, keep a few bodyguards.
Very well. I'll keep you posted. I would appreciate the same, of course.
Of course.
Yeah, she would say goodbye. Basically, she would give that update to her brother as well.
My boy Hector.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Guess we'll like give a route since I have a number. We'll have like a place. We'll meet up, and I'll wait for Hector.
Yeah. It's gonna take you a bit to gather up and move out. In the meantime, how are the people in the compound feeling?
Ooh, well, not too good. After there was a bit of a gunfight there.
That's true. That's why I'm asking. How are you? What are you doing right
Yeah.
now after you've had a chance to catch your breath a bit?
Mostly, well, for me at least, it's my second gunfight. I'm looking over Anna.
Yeah, she's equally as freaked out. The only people right now that seem to be chill. I think Franco and your crew have arrived here as well.
Yeah, did we? The last thing I did was end the call with Miguel and tell him
Okay.
I'm going to talk to my guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't remember exactly. So yeah. So yeah, then the only two people here that seem calm right now are Miguel and your sister. Your cousin?
Cousin, yeah, Mira, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go up to. It's not gonna be okay.
She like takes a deep breath and just kind of. What? This is your younger sister talking. That is it?
It won't be after this. We're gonna drop all the fucking ship. Just need to get out of here.
Yeah, you're right.
No more time with these people. Nothing.
Yeah. As yeah, both like Miguel and Amelia are keeping an eye out. So, Franco, yeah, that's right. Then I presume you call a meeting with your friends, your crew,
Yeah. Yeah, he is.
as you all gather them, as they'll kind of look at you expectantly.
All right. Just found some interesting stuff out.
What's up?
Let me consult the chat. Yeah. All right. And just to make sure, Anna goes to the we know Anna, right?
Probably like you definitely have seen her around. Because she would have hung out with Miguel, and Miguel lives in the same neighborhood basically. He was friends with. She was in the same class as Ramon, so there's like a lot of places you could have met.
All right. All right. Recently, Miguel's girl Anna got taken. Now he got her out. He got her out because the man decided he didn't want to take what happened to Ramon lying down.
What do you mean?
Remember that shootout? Remember the killing we were meant to keep an eye out for? The guy who shot up one of the cartel operations?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty sure after talking with him, that was him.
Shit. Fucking gunned down
Parrot.
him. Why?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that, Grant?
He Paco asked why the fuck they just gunned down Ramon?
Ramon? Reason the cartel killed him? He was in the wrong place at the wrong time. They didn't give a shit. Reason why they picked up Anna? Because she was probably in the wrong place at the wrong time, and they didn't give a shit. And you know what? After talking with Miguel, I'm starting to think he's got the right idea. Pause for a second. See how they react to that.
Ooh. I mean, listen. Paco and Nacho were like much better like acquainted with Miguel and Ramon. Lola is like, hey, I mean, listen, he was just dumb. Like, it's unfortunate, but I mean, listen, look at the world we live, guys. As she's not the happiest with this, but I mean, that's to be expected, honestly.
Yeah. Now, Miguel brought up a pretty good point. We just recently got guns, a lot of ammunition. And something tells me, because remember that Diego guy we met who decided he wanted to push us around because he was the big guy and he didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
The other cartel guy, he's looking for Miguel. Whoop. And I'm pretty sure he's on his trail. What I'm thinking, Miguel's gonna need some help. And maybe, just maybe, I'm thinking we can show them they're not invincible. They're not these fucking untouchable fucking titans. The military, the police, they know when they're coming. They know where they are. People like us, people like Miguel.
Lola kind of stops you and cuts you up. Wait, you're telling me he what? What are we gonna do? We are outnumbered, outgunned, and yeah, we might surprise them this time. But are we all just willing to die for what?
As Franco's response to that is, it seems like, I'm gonna be honest, we join in, eventually we're gonna die with the cartel. They're gonna spend us like fucking chips. We don't do anything, we're gonna die when we catch a bullet in the crossfire. The option of staying safe, the option of not risking death, they took that away from us and everyone else a long time ago.
They all kind of not. Like this, but listen, you led us through worse. I trust your judgment. If you think this is the way, I guess we'll deal with what comes after. Fuck.
Yeah. So I'm asking a lot here. If anyone doesn't want to come, you can stay. You can stay. But I need to know if you follow me to the end, whatever that is.
Yeah. I mean, they'll basically pass the message along as if all four of you are on the same boat, like the rest of your buddies will like fall in line. There's been a relationship of trust and reliance built over several years at this point, and listen, listen, this may be an opportunity for you to establish yourselves in the chaos. And listen, there is no better chance than when they don't expect you. And all of the
Miguel,
people, all of the people here
have the
have
militia.
lost.
Miguel, I have the militia here for
Yeah,
you.
like-
We have the militia now.
Unironically, all of the people here have lost relatives, friends, have seen the brutality of the cartels. The only reason they kind of go along with them is like, well, I don't have any other option. And now you come in and say, guys, we have guns, actually. So yeah. As you begin sort of putting things together, your phone is ringing, Franco. It's an unknown number.
Nah. Tranquil will answer it.
Do I have the pleasure of speaking with Franco, is it? As you hear like a young man's voice on the other end.
See, this is Franco.
Good.
May I ask who this is?
They call me La Bruja. But don't need to worry about that, Franco. I'm here for a different reason. Here to tell you that what you are about to do is quite foolish. I think you already know that. So, why are you doing it?
If I'm gonna die, I want it to be for something I agree with. And I feel like I'm gonna be honest. Death's a good friend to all of us by this point.
Listen to me, Franco. Are you gonna give yourself Santa Muerte so easily? Are you just that keen on dying, or is this an act of desperation? Because if it is desperation, I think we can talk about it.
No, actually, it's not desperation. I actually had I sounded like I had a very solid in with the cartel.
You still do.
And
But you have to choose. At this point, you are at the crossroads. You can either join a desperate attempt at fighting the powers. See, the man that bossed you around, that pissed you off, he is a nobody in the large scheme of things. The person who orders him, well, we give them power, Franco. We get to decide who is deserving to have this power. And just as we give, we can take away. Things have been going okay. But the problem is the environment will become worse. You need more people of action and not of this aimless violence. Kid's death was a tragedy. It is unfortunate. But you and yours don't need to die. In fact, most of your friends don't need to die. We only care about one person. And it is the so-called vigilante. Everyone else can walk out of that house safe and sound. Pardoned. Provided, of course, they don't shoot. And even if they shoot, but you manage to take them down and they survive, we will have no qualms. We only care about the one man. Now, Franco, you can elevate yourself right now. If you don't do this, if you don't side with the vigilante and you join the Sinaloa, and I don't mean as a hired gun down the street, clearly have what it takes to rise high in the leadership. And, well, we are having qualms as apparently my people are fraternizing with the enemies. Are you familiar with the Los Zetas?
I've heard about them.
Well, the current El Jefe thinks they make for good dinner companions. I disagree. A lot of the people that work with me disagree. And, of course, I think you also disagree, Franco.
Disagree with a lot of things.
Franco, I am willing to offer you not just be a part of the Sinaloa in Durango, but to be the Sinaloa in Durango. Because the current people at the top have done okay. Acceptable, but I don't need acceptable. I need to outsmart our enemies. And you can be that man. I've heard about the way you talk to people. I've heard how you mobilize the gang of kids into an actual threatening force, and that is something that not many people can do.
At that, Franco's going to say, I'll be honest, the only reason I stayed on this call was to see how much you'd work my shaft, and then he's going to hang up.
Beautiful, truly beautiful. Yeah. Well, I think you're cook, Thread. As Carmen, you're gonna get the phone call. Not a few hours after.
Sadly, I did burn ambition. Last session. I did burn that key.
Incredible.
Yeah, she picks up.
Recognize the voice on the phone. It is your boss, your main contact in the higher echelons of the Sinaloa. Someone that calls himself La Bruja, funnily enough, to
Gotcha.
induce everyone to throw them off. He says, hope everything is going well, and I'm saying that actually quite sarcastically.
I can sense it. What can I help you with, La Bruja?
It's not looking good, Carmen. It's not looking good.
Oh,
Everything
yes,
I hear
it
from
is.
Durango is, in fact, leading me to question your resolve.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Things have gotten messier. Actual vigilantes. Didn't expect that, but yes.
That problem will be eventually solved. I'm talking about something that relates more directly to you. Carmen de los Zetas? Seriously?
It's not looking good, yes, but the situation called for.
Are you like fucking them? Like what's the deal? I don't. It can't just be
Things
like
had-
business dealings, right? I heard the rumors, but like those must be wrong. You must have a secret lover or something. Only that would justify this level of foolishness.
What would have made things more worthwhile the case, but no. The situation that I found myself in required outside the box thinking.
The military and all that was fine. What are they still doing in the city?
Had to cut a deal. I needed their help. And in exchange, they asked for a bargain.
Okay.
Didn't think we'd be good to go back on my word at the very least.
They're the Losetas. We don't care.
Hmm.
I would rather have a lot of them dead than have them smuggling weapons through Durango.
Well, at the end of the day, I was underfoot and caught without, well, less power in the situation. I had some rats
Is he even
going
like...
on in the gang.
I don't think he's above 20.
He is not.
You are actively being swindled by a child.
Well, like I said, I had some rats. I needed to get rid of them quickly. And apparently the police were on my side, on my fucking tail as well.
Why is he still
So
alive? It's been a month
Yeah.
since then.
I made a deal, and
I heard you
got
the first time.
personal.
I still don't understand why that deal is still standing a month later.
it
Are you
got
gaining
personal.
anything from it?
No.
You can see now why I assume you were fucking one of them, because otherwise I can't.
I'm not fucking one of them. Again,
I need to get a reason, Carmen, because this is looking worse and worse.
My
Either it
daughter.
is...
my daughter is acquainted with the young lad.
I just have more questions now, because... they are fucking your daughter, and you're still not killing them, is what I'm hearing.
Yes, because at the end of the day, I've lost good men, and good firepower this entire thing. So yes, I made a deal with the Los Cetos because right now I don't really have much in the way of dealing with the situation at hand. Disappointing, I know.
Carmen, I'm willing to help you out. This help doesn't come freely. We will
And what is that?
send additional firepower. Those Losetas will be dead. All of them. Including the ones that are fucking your daughter. Especially ones if you were to take my recommendation. She'll get over it. She's young. A broken heart can heal surprisingly quick. You know what can't heal? Can't get healed? A bullet to the brain. Or God knows what they do to her when they will eventually get over the honeymoon phase.
You bring up a good point.
Carmen, the military has not stopped their escalation. It in fact will get worse. It will get worse and worse and worse. We cannot take acceptable anymore. You need to remember why you are La Jefa. That's because you are in charge. And you have to exert that authority. Killing is no longer something you have the luxury of not doing. So you will pick up that gun and you will use it. And killing children is not what I mean by that. Of course, is killing actual people that threaten you. Not high school kids with big dreams and foolish.
I understand.
No one from the Losetas walks out alive by the end of next week. And the assault you're gonna make on that vigilante already, it's gonna be much harder than you think, because you have now, in fact, in the city, an ongoing resistance. Armed resistance. Armed, you know by who? By the same people that you let walk in. You know those Losetas and their weapon smuggling? Yeah, well, there's your consequences now.
Very well. Is there anything else?
No. Depending on how things go, business will, well, production will have to increase. Demand is on the rise. But I won't bore you with economics while you have a war to win. No more soft touches, Carmen. And I know you care about your daughters, but if they can't make the right decisions for themselves, you have to.
Very well. It'll get done.
Good. As he closed the phone call.
Gotcha. Right. Would it be possible, because it seems like things are gonna get bad to fucking oh shit, can Carmen get her daughters out of the city? Is that a possibility for her right now?
I mean, you can't get them in a car and just drive away.
No, not Carmen leaving, them going to a safe place, basically, because Carmen
Yeah.
always has a backup plan for that regard.
Yeah. Probably Catalina can drive her sister to one of
Yeah,
your
money,
safe houses.
everything else. Yeah, basically.
The questions, do you think because she's gonna be wise enough not to warn Carlos? That's your only concern.
I think right now I kind of figure Carlos already knows things about to get bad, and she's mostly going to explain to her daughter like, "Hey,
No, I'm saying, do you think she's not gonna warn them? Hey, I have to leave town to go to a safe house, and then he'll be like, oh shit. Like,
I guess my
you'll get to roll, but it will be down to a. You will need a full success on this.
yeah, it comes down because I don't necessarily know if he would think this means, hey, the worst things that he needs to get out for himself, because from outside looking in, it would just look like Carmen's putting her daughters in a safe position while she assumes she's going to get herself in trouble.
Yeah, listen, he could just get paranoid and go underground. He could get concerned and try and convince her to, no, come to me for safety because I can protect you.
I gotcha.
That's my point. Like, you'll have to pressure someone with your -1 hustle.
Yeah.
Hope it gives, because otherwise there's a good chance she might just go to him as a safe place.
Yeah. Okay, then. I guess for what Carmen plans to do, same thing will happen with the police. Hey, she would tell her daughter, I'm about to go do some stuff not tell Carmen to go to Catalina to go to a safe place. Like, hey, rules are, if something happens to me, you take the money we have hidden away, you fucking run. Don't look back. Just keep on running, basically.
Yeah. My point is, do you try and pressure her into not, like, trusting Carlos?
I don't think that's going to be a ability that Carmen has right now. I don't think that's going to work out for her if she tries that. So, no.
Good roll. If you succeed. Yes.
With my -1 hustle, right?
Depends. Are you a gambler or not?
Are you a gambling man?
Okay, Grunt, I can roll and fail the roll. What's the roll? It's called pressure? Yeah.
If you fail, she'll definitely go to Carlos. If it's a part of
It-
Look at that. Look at that, Grunt. What happened? Look at that.
Well, listen, I feel like it was worth a try.
It was not, Grunt. It was definitely not.
Then why did you do it? Now you're gonna blame me. You're gonna blame me now because you rolled.
Yes, I am. I am.
You could
gonna
have not
blame you.
rolled. You could have not rolled.
But yeah, she would have told her daughter same thing. Like, hey, if something happens to me,
They are
take your sister. and run.
justifiably freaked out, but they will nod and comply.
Yeah, basically.
As Diego, you will get a phone call now from an unknown number.
Yep. He'll answer it.
The
Hello?
actual option of last resort for the Sinaloa.
Diego de la Cruz. You don't know me, but I know you. I represent, may call me La Bruja, I represent the interests of the Sinaloa. And I've just finished the phone call with your sister about the current situation. Now,
And?
Diego, you have a choice. You could follow your sister's orders and do whatever she has you doing right now. Presumably dealing with fighting that's about to ensue. Or you could do your sister a favor and do what I'm gonna tell you to do.
What did you have in mind?
I have it through my sources that the little jefe of the Zetas will be vulnerable in about 6 hours. I also have good info on his location. I only need a capable individual to go in and kill everyone inside.
Will I be running this as a solo job, or will I have reinforcements?
You can take 1 or 2 people, but the more you leave, they will figure something out and your sister will know about it. She must not know about this. She's soft-hearted, Diego. I think you know why she's soft-hearted about this specific Zeta's jefe. And I've decided to help her out, and hopefully you will too.
Of course, of course. I think that it's about time that they realize whose town this is.
Well then, I will text you the location. Take only 1 or 2 men at most. Do not tell your sister. Let her think everything else is gonna go. I'm sure your people will be able to handle a ragtag bunch of children playing as soldiers.
Of course, in the back of his head, since Hector is like special forces, poor kids don't stand a chance.
Yeah,
Alright.
well, I mean, listen, some of your people were trained and they still got caught by surprise. But yeah, knowing what you're getting yourself into is, that advantage is now gone, basically.
There's
Yeah.
a difference between jumping out of the bushes and shooting somebody and them not kicking down your front door.
Yeah. And yeah. Well, call this number when it's done.
Of course, boss.
I will be looking forward to hearing from you. As he will close the phone call.
It would be funny. Like, I can't even.
I mean,
be
you'll still
mad,
have,
but-
like, listen, if, yeah, listen. You're gonna be risking your life, but listen, I believe in you.
Do you really, Grunt?
I do.
When have you ever failed before, Tick?
This is the game where Red rolls like dog shit. You've rolled quite well, actually.
Yeah, you've mostly rolled successes actually. Actually,
Listen, I think I used up all my luck in Warhammer the other day. I'm gonna be real with you.
you have a +3 modifier to your combat thingy majiggy.
I'm gonna be real with you. I played a lot of Boulder Gates 3 today, and I didn't roll 1 success in any of those things.
This is like Warhammer. This is a military confrontation. You'll succeed. You have a +3
I'm gonna, be,
modifier.
I'm gonna be real with you, Chief. I'm feeling a little like worried, but
Now, unless you roll a 1/1 on the get fucking shot, but let's
Yeah.
get through the session. Let's get through the session.
do I have people I trust, like people who worked directly under me, Grunt?
That's like all of them. Like all of the highly trained sicarios you have. Yes. The problem is the reason he said like don't take more than 1 of 2 is that like everyone will be like, wait, where is our leader going? What? Like if you take 1 or 2 people, then it's not going to be noticeable. If you take a squad of 5 or 6, it can be like, okay.
No, I just want 1 or 2 people I know will have my back.
Yes. Yes, you can pick the most loyal that you know won't even rat out to your sister.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I'll probably take 2 guys with me.
Which means, yeah, you'll have your people be ready to join up with Hector and his group. And then assault the base together. As well, things are evolving basically. As you see a weird thing happening, Raul. After about an hour, Miguel kind of just says, I need to head out for a bit, just." And you're like, your cousin is like, and sister are like, "Wait, what?" And he's like, "Just fine, just for a bit." Till like steps out of the house. As your sister looks like she's about to completely fucking have a mental breakdown. As your cousin says, "Just go bring the asshole back. Can't be like having fucking broody moments now."
Yes, I'll head out.
You do see sort of his just kind of, as you also walk around the house, you see his kind of sort of crouched down over like what looks like some balls, as he's like sort of looks like he's like prepping a meal. It's like a small meal.
Either Miguel, was it?
He like immediately gets spooked and sort of looks back at you,
Oh.
as like he's trying to hide, but you spot what's in the bowl.
Oh.
It looks like raw meat with like some like mashed vegetables on it, like small enough, but
Okay, look at him. Oh,
as he like
your
pushes
knife?
out behind him. He's like, can I get a moment?
Sure. I may as well check up on you.
I just need a moment, you know, like a breath of fresh air.
Raul will nod slowly as he backs away. This is not what he was expecting. I didn't take you for the carnivore, but I will
Like,
not question your diet.
he kind of sort of slumps against the mat. Says, "It's a weird fucking thing Ramon showed me once. It's like mom showed it to him. It's like a big. It's like he like points to the thing. Says, it's this weird fucking plant he had. Like if you mash it with some meat, it has certain psychedelic effects. Kind of gives you like an insane rush. You don't feel the pain anymore."
Oh, I see.
Yeah, some sort of weird opioid shit, probably.
Okay.
As the mashed green stuff kind of looks a bit, but
God damn, it's happening.
yeah, if you like look at it, because you're probably
Yeah,
familiar with it.
Yeah, I'm checking it over basically.
It looks,
Yeah,
it looks like some peyote.
that's the first. Okay, I will not. You know what? I will not doubt you, as long as you're not. You know. I hope it just can aim straight. I'll trust you.
The last batch I have anyway.
Oh, you did this already more than once already.
Oh, did it 2 times. I killed the cops and when I shot the other guys.
Fuck. whatever the fuck, should probably be addictive, but I see what you did alone. I'll not tell Amelia if you want it.
Shit.
Yeah, I mean, it's not good, but I think his entire lifestyle's kind of fucked. But Herrera will nod and head back inside.
Yeah, you'll see him start saying like a prayer. He has like a little silver cross he kind of pulls out as he says the prayer and eats the disgusting drugs, I should assume.
Listen, if he already did this like more than once and he was kind of successful, listen, combat drugs are not the worst idea.
Yeah, just get hyped on fucking like opioids and just go shoot people. You won't feel the pain, man. Don't worry.
Apparently he did it more than once, and he's the expert on combat. I don't know. Apparently this guy
He
can
did
like
kill
shoot
a
people.
couple of people like that.
Yeah, apparently he did. Like, this is not good. But
As you walk
like-
inside,
yeah,
your
at this point he's
sister does look at you a bit like, huh?
that's okay. It's just I was just thinking about some things. He's about to get back inside.
Gosh, I need to go check on him. As you can pressure her into, if you wanna actually help him.
I pressure him what?
You can pressure
Who?
like not go outside and basically see the fact that he's doping.
Okay, yeah. No,
It's
it's
kind of weird that he's like eating the drugs, but listen, you've heard like weird shit.
yeah. This might also be like a fucking placebo thing with like some weird family ritual or whatever. But
It can be like, listen, there are drugs that if you like ingest them, I guess the problem maybe
Yeah.
it's chemicals.
yeah, who know? Yeah, there's no time to do an exact. He might ask him if you survive all this to check this out. Like,
So yeah,
It's-
give me
Yeah,
a pressure someone.
yeah.
Because your sister just wants to like check on her boyfriend.
Marshall.
She like, what do you say to her?
It's no, it's nothing. Just he's just saying a prayer and doing
Of course he is. Of course he is. Now of all times, him and his little fucking. She like
Listen.
sits down.
listen.
Yeah.
This man.
He keep as if God was gonna get us out of this shit. As Amelia kind of like chastises her a bit for like bad mouthing God.
I mean, at this point, what's the harm at this point?
He had to. Fine. I will ask follow-up questions later.
Yes.
She like
He's the
clenches
one-
her teeth.
He already listen. He's the ones defending us, and he already and God clearly guided his shots already once at the warehouse. Listen, maybe the big man's watching out for us. Me and Zaz, meanwhile, I have character. I think everybody in this call.
As yeah, eventually a couple of like 10 minutes later he does come back and looking much sharper. Like the panic seemed to have sort of died out. He is calm, collected. Almost like weirdly calm. But Yeah.
But no fucking no fucking shaky hands.
No.
No, the classics. Okay, in that case, Raul will be quiet. We can talk about this with him later, not now.
As yeah, you'll have to keep waiting. As well, that's my question to you now, Franco. Is that well, you know that somebody fucking croaked, because otherwise this is a bit too suspicious. So the question is, are you still gonna attempt the same plan? You gonna try and like figure out who the mole is?
Yeah. Franco's definitely gonna be trying to. Franco's definitely trying to figure out about who it was, though. He has a strong suspicion.
I mean, you can just go talk to her there.
Yeah, I think Franco will.
Yeah, I mean, you see her sort of prepping. It's like, oh, what's up?
Got a call from a very interesting person. They knew me by name.
Give me a get the truth.
Get the truth.
And you will, I was gonna say you get a +1 to this. It didn't even matter. But yeah, I assume can't confuse you with falsehood, but what's the second one? Can't mislead you with the truth.
Yeah, cannot mislead you with the truth.
Yeah. She does tense up and looks at you and says, what about?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
She tenses up and looks at you and says, yeah, what about? Referring to the phone call.
Yeah. Made me big offers. I could be the big man in charge. If I just got Miguel killed.
Sounds like a good offer to me.
I know. I didn't take it.
What? Excuse me?
Said I didn't take it.
Why? You have like a death wish? Believe this shit. Okay, I can see why you came. Okay, fine. It was me. But listen, Franco, we could be the people on top. You could be making the calls. Fuck Diego and El Jefe and all these other fuckers. Fuck Hector and his group. We could be the ones in charge. And we could do things better. Do you really think if we pick a fight with the fucking Sinaloa and the Losetas, we're gonna somehow come on top? Do you even hear yourself?
Do things better. Well, what is better?
Well, less cruelty, less throwing our dicks around, less fucking pushing the people down, less of all the bullshit we've had to deal with. 'Cause we remember, I'm not gonna just gain power and tomorrow, oh, I've forgotten where I came from. I'm gonna make these neighborhoods mean something. But like fighting all the cartels? They're like the two most powerful in the area. You wanna pick a fight with both? Holy shit. And because what? We got some guns from this guy once, and hopefully, I guess the military might not come in and kill us anyways, because guess fucking what? We are still criminals.
Franco's just gonna say, and how long would we even be on top? A few years until the Sinaloa didn't need us anymore? Do you think they're making the offer because they think I'm the best guy around? I'm the only guy around.
They don't give a shit as long as you bring them their money. That's the point. They're probably their current boss is like fucking up if this is the situation. If you let the fucking kid with a gun take out your informants attack one of your... kill your own people? That... And you let the Losetas, like, start weapons smuggling in your neighborhood? I would also want to look for replacements at that point. By that logic, how long do you think we're gonna last fighting the fucking Sinaloa?
I don't know.
Well, all I know is that I pray to fucking Santa Muerte I get shot in the fucking fight and they don't take me alive.
The offer's still there. You don't have to come.
Oh, fuck off. I'm not gonna take it if that means I have to, like, fucking shoot at you. I hope you might see sense and fucking take it yourself, but you're stubborn as ever. Thinking you're some fucking hero.
Frank is just gonna laugh at that. What if we are big heroes in one of the dumb American action movies? We can pretend before we die.
Yes, that's right. I'm gonna shoot up so much fucking cocaine before this, I'm gonna take all of it.
Take whatever you need.
You're lucky I care about the others so fucking much.
The luckiest man alive.
Dumbest one too. She's gonna continue checking the fucking magazines. As
Yeah. That's settled. And I assume a plan is to go to Miguel's place, right?
yeah.
Or what is
The plan is for you to ambush the people attacking Miguel's place from the behind.
Yes,
Because
all
they
right.
don't expect there to be an armed militia attacking them from the flank.
Yeah. Before we set up that plan, before we, I guess, go to enact it, Miguel is going to, on one of his cheap phones, gonna call his mom.
Yeah. She picks up.
Hey, Mama.
I'm starting to make dinner. How are you?
Doing all right.
Oh, that's good to hear. Remember, don't be too late tonight, though. Otherwise, the food might grow cold.
Nah, don't worry. Me and my friends might be out a bit tonight, but I'll make it home.
You can bring them all along. I can make a few extra dishes. Don't need to be impolite.
Wanted to getting out of the oh, you called it the business stuff you didn't like. I think after today I actually am gonna be walking away from it.
I must then invite your friends. This is truly makes me so happy to hear that.
Yeah. finally, everything makes a lot more sense now. After everything what happened with Ramon and, well, you haven't heard about it yet, but some stuff I think is gonna happen with another friend. I don't think I can't do this anymore.
I've already told you that this life will only get you killed. I've told you so many times by now. But I am so happy you're finally listening. I think this might be the happiest day of my life.
Happy to hear that. See you tonight, Mom.
See you later. She'll gleefully close the phone call.
Technical truths are the best version of the truth. I'm done working with the cartel business.
I'm against him now. I'm working against him now.
God.
I'm actively working. Mom, don't you worry. I have the power of the
fine.
Mexican spirits on my side.
Listen, that's the thing. Like, listen, there already exists an association that looks out for the remains of missing sons. It's fine. There is in fact a coalition of moms going around. They'll eventually find your body.
Meanwhile, with Signola calling his own supernatural contacts. Yo, this is some bullshit, bro.
Yeah, I mean, Lola will tell you that she didn't give out any details, specific attack plan details. So they shouldn't. They know you're coming, but they don't know exactly from where at which angle. So the element of surprise is not completely lost.
All right.
As you're sort of prepping, it's getting quite close to the time specifically. There's a man that approaches you just off the street, and he stands out because this guy ain't fucking from around here, nor is he Mexican. He is wearing a sort of presentable suit. Just looks so fucking out of place. And he is a unit of a man. It's 2 meters tall, built like a fridge. As
Yeah, Franco's gonna look at him, and he'll just say, "Need directions there, tourist?"
oh no, see smiles. It's a warm smile, but more with sympathy rather than says give me a moment to figure out the name. Guy.
John Smith.
John Doe.
John's.
American Johnny.
Or Ivan, if he's from the Russian mob. I don't know. Honestly, he might also be a Russian mobster.
Says my name is Liam.
No, pleasure to meet you, Franco.
I know what you kids are about to do. And I can't say I'm not surprised. You have brave hearts. The fact that you are willing to stand up for injustice is truly admirable. I represent certain interests that would like to see you succeed, even against the overwhelming odds. as such, I have a gift for those who are willing to stand up to these criminals. He kind of points to like a van nearby.
Nah. If you've got more firepower, I'll certainly take it.
He shakes his head, says, unfortunately, kind of hard to get past custom, but these aren't. As he opens the van, and you see it's full, like completely full with protective gear. A lot of it. And like military, like top tier military. Fucking full on plates. Might be a bit heavy, but I think it's better to be tired than shot.
Ooh, who do you work for, Gringo?
Let's just say I work for the authorities. We would like to see this land brought to some actual law and fucking order.
Nah. That's the saying. I won't look a gift horse in the mouth.
You shouldn't, because this van is also heavily reinforced, so take it as well. May God give you strength, kids. Like, pats you on the shoulder and we'll walk away. Get into a different car and just drive off.
Who is here with me, by the way?
I presume probably like, I mean, whoever you want, really.
Yeah, he probably. It's probably the three and the Chris. He's gonna turn to them and says, "Did a man from the CIA just give us a whole bunch of shit?"
Lola does kind of let out a whistle and I think so. Holy fucking shit. Are we about to become the feds?
I think don't think we're going to become the feds, but looks like we're about to become the long arm of the feds.
Yeah, I mean, you will have a lot to give everyone some very important, life-saving, one might say, military armor, basically. Some of them will be a bit wobbly with it because it's quite heavy, actually. This will probably tire you out quite quickly if you prolong activities in it. But hey, it's gonna keep you alive if you get shot, unless it's like either some really big calibers or you get unlucky. But yeah, holy shit, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, with that, we already had the weapons from Hector, but this will at least keep you in the fight for longer, and it gives your people some much needed morale that they know they're going up against some fucking heavy hitters. You are in fact looking like a rather uncoordinated PMC right now in the full tactical gear. And yeah, if the vehicle is, as you can tell, armored, it has like, it can withstand a lot of firepower unless they use some specific anti-armor like weaponry. Your usual pistol, like 9mm caliber, is not gonna do much to this one. That also means it will drive slower, but this could give you an edge in the battle as well.
Absolutely, I'd rather drive slower but leave alive.
As yeah, the American Eagle did came down. Listen, the Reyes plans are coming to fruition from beyond the grave. But yeah, as I assume, Diego, you will duck at the appropriate time. Go and enact your hit on Carlos. What is Carmen doing, though?
Right now, I assume she's coordinating the attack at the very least, because was it Bruja told her like you have to start just killing everyone, basically, right?
Are you gonna go there to be like close to the site, like not necessarily get in the gunfight, but like be nearby?
Yeah,
Right.
I think so. She's
Okay.
gonna take that as an initiative.
Listen, you put on some body armor, you know how to wield a gun. This isn't your first rodeo. It's
But yeah,
time
that's
to
what
get
she's
your
doing.
hands dirty. Or you could take this opportunity and go and kill Carlos. You know for a fact he's not gonna be like heavily defended.
Ooh,
And
that's true.
you could get very close to him because he's not gonna suspect you doming him after like warning him about it.
The family that kills together stays together.
Yeah, I think yeah, based on what the La Bruja's word, she's gonna do that, and yeah, she assumes Diego's gonna be there, so they don't need another person basically,
Yeah.
or need Carmen
Yeah.
there.
See, that's what I love about this family drama. This is this tactical miscommunication that always happens in every good TV show. Yeah, as I will start with the siege battle. Actually, no, I'll start with this one. As yeah, Carmen, do you call Carlos to meet up with him?
Yeah, I assume so. She would do that basically.
It's like
She needs to know where he's at.
you wanna meet up?
Yeah, things about to get messy. We need to coordinate at the very least. If you're a man there, I need to make sure we don't fuck this all up as much as badly as it's gonna get.
You know what? Why not? Let's make this family official. Come, shall welcome you with open arms, my future mother-in-law.
Oh my god, Carlos. Uh, she just kind of rolls her eyes, but she says yes. Hopefully, get a chance to meet up with him.
Yeah. He will text you the address. It's one of his own safe houses that's sort of on the outskirts of the city, like the southeast. As you will drive over there, Diego, you and your two guys, you would also be texted by La Bruja. Exact same address. As I assume you also will. Once you get the address, you'll just head out. La Bruja will inform you that his defenses will be minimal. But still, be careful. He's your main target, but you can kill his goons and keep the Losetas confused a bit while their leader is out of action. It will be easier for you to mop the rest of them up. So, Dick, you are muted if you're trying to talk, but
Yeah, sorry, my thing disconnected.
did you hear what I said?
I just missed like the last sentence.
Yeah, so basically you were given the address and told like, hey, Carlos is your main target, but if you could kill his people as well and like keep this from being revealed to his other soldiers, at least for a bit, it will cause a bit of confusion, giving you a better chance at wiping the rest of them out as well. But
Yeah,
don't lose your life to just mop them, but focus on him. Bonus objective, kill all of them. So yeah.
Mhm.
As you drive over there, you sort of how are you planning on engaging this? Guns blazing, sneaking, trying to sneak in, staking the place out a bit to give you a better chance at sneaking in, because well, you would have had some time to scout it out and figure out the maybe some potential um, weak
With
spots
our
and like if there's any patrols, right?
with our small force, yeah, he knows intel is the most important, so he's gonna scout it out before initially
Okay.
moving in.
Good. Well, so Carmen, as you get there, you park the car, you get out. Problem is now, if you are gonna meet with Carlos and you show up with a bulletproof vest, they'll kind of look at you and be like, "Huh?"
I assume Carmen's not going to either be able to do that or she's going to be
Yeah.
able to hide it under it. But based on how things are going, I don't think it's going to work.
They're
So
not
she's just
gonna. Yeah, I'll say you could probably like pass like a switchblade through there because they're still gonna check you. They're not gonna like just walk
Yeah.
in armed and armored in my base.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Carmen doesn't think she's gonna get out of here alive, so she's not gonna bring the rest.
Yeah, so just a switchblade. I mean, your gun will be on you, but they'll as you walk in, they'll sort of quickly just give you a very non-invasive pat down. Just I assume the gun they'll kind of take from you. As the two of them will nod. Unfortunately, from the bushes, Diego, you kind of like look through one of the windows. You just see your sister walk in, get searched, handed her gun, and like walk deeper into the house.
God damn it, Carmen! Why do you do these things?
As Carmen, you walk in, and they'll lead you into a basement area. As you walk in, you may now understand the meaning of making this an official family meeting. Your daughter is there, sitting at the table with him, and there's like another sort of room, and you do just see kind of Naomi's kind of coloring in a book. And your daughter is just livid as she looks at you. And Carlos kind of shrugs and says, "Listen, I realized you would panic, so I didn't tell you, but I wanted to come here to coordinate better." And Carmen, I know you're gonna be upset at this, but when she said she was going to head out for a safe space and things are heating up, I'm very protective. So, of course, I reminded her that this is the safest place she could probably be at.
What's the role for inside? Does this game have an
the
inside
truth.
roll? I don't remember.
Get the truth. That's the role.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll that.
Yeah, you can pick one of those. Talk with him. You want stress if you will have stress.
Yeah, I guess can't confuse you with falsehoods.
Yeah.
I see. So you decide to bring her here.
Yes. I mean, I am here. If I am somewhere, that means I believe in its safety, secrecy, and well, last resort, I can defend her. As she like puts down this large handgun on the table.
Carmen's face is just gone completely blank. There is rage there, but I don't think he knows her enough to understand exactly what she's feeling right now. As she's just stone cold right now.
It is the Golden Desert Eagle tech. Of course, it's a Golden Desert Eagle.
This guy doesn't know. Bigger does not equal better, my guy. I'm sorry.
Listen, some people would say he is compensating, but those people are poor. As Catalina kind of gets up, sort of comes to you and just kind of grabs your hand and says, "Come on, Mom, listen. No, you're coming here as well."
So you would have never told me. I would have just found out when I went to go look for you that you weren't there. Or worse, my last thought would have been my daughter's safe, but she's decided not to do what I asked her to do. I see.
don't do this now. Don't do it like that. Emotion, like, come on. Like, this place is secure. Like, nobody really knows about it other than his own people.
What has been the plan, Catalina, for in this scenario? What has always been the plan?
I trust him, though. I trust him. And I care about him. I love him.
You foolish fucking girl. It's too late now. We're here already.
Just bear with it. I know you don't like this. Just for me, please.
For you, Catalina. For you.
He does love him, yes. Yes. Who are you killing?
All of them. Naomi has been the only child I have who has not disappointed me so far. The only family member
She's
I've had
too
so
young
far.
to disappoint you yet. How the fuck can a
There
10-year-old
There you
disappoint you?
go. There you
Catalina,
go.
listen. You can always do a late-term abortion for both of them, maybe.
I just want Carmen to go. Listen here, you excuse for late-term abortion. Get your ass in the car.
Young people cannot fall in love. Oh no, who did we lose? It was
That's
Zaz.
That's no.
Bev, yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Diego, after half an hour, you realize there's only one guy upstairs. There's probably might be like someone else inside because you would have like people to switch in and out. There's no real patrols, and this place, while still like a house, it's not like heavily fortified. It kind of relies on its inconspicuity.
So it's not really secure. What it is the fact that nobody knows about it is what makes it secure.
It's secure in the sense that there seems to be only one entrance. But I mean, with the kind of firepower you have, I believe, right? You don't have like, or is that the Policeta who has like the fucking? Oh.
I have an assault rifle, a sniper rifle.
Yeah, okay. Like if you shoot with the sniper rifle through the fucking window, okay.
Yeah. No, like you asked. I thought you were literally asking what I had, but yes, I have armor piercing
Yeah, like
rounds.
then you could probably shoot even through the fucking wall.
Yeah. And and I have silencer. So take that as you will, Grunt.
Okay, I guess the people a block away won't hear it.
Appreciate
Only
that.
like the 70 decibels will still be heard in the
The
basement.
50 cal silencer.
The 50 cal silencer, yes. Dude's not gonna shot. Dude's gonna rip it fucking half, I guess. Remove loud from any weapon, I guess. Boom. What was that? It's gonna be the Skyrim thing. What was that?
Must
just
have
the
been
wind.
the wind.
Just the wind. Damn mosquitoes.
But yeah, oh, listen. One shot and then your two people walk in. Take the second guard out. And just storm the basement. Easy.
Yeah, he's going with Carmen in there that I know about. She is.
That means you have an ally inside.
Uh-huh.
Friends, do you trust her to know how to react in a situation where they're being attacked?
Yes. All right, let's do this. He's gonna be very specific that Carmen is not is to be not harmed.
Yeah, no, they're also hurt people. They're not gonna. These are professionals.
Yeah.
Luckily, this is where the professional comes into a lot of help.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I need a turn to violence. That's how it's called. Yeah, turn to violence.
Yeah, this is where I get my complication.
I believe in you. can do this. Choose two.
Okay, I can choose 2. You said.
Yes.
You inflict terrible harm.
Kills the
and...
guard outright. He like dead at that point.
Yeah. What would collateral damage be in this case? Just the roof doesn't get that what?
You instead of like fucking shooting the wall, I guess, and damaging the building and causing a lot of noise, maybe you place a more accurate shot at the window and kind of like
Yeah,
the
you avoid
house collapsing.
collateral damage.
Okay.
That would be funny. Just boom.
I
but
will say
crash.
you have to mark 2 stress for this.
Did I lose any stress by any chance?
I mean, did you engage in any drugs? Because you were
Nope,
kind of
then I-
withdrawal, so yeah.
Nope.
Full stress,
Then-
baby. Yeah, listen, it's you have to sort of time it perfectly. You wait for the exact moment. And as with pinpoint accuracy, you take the shot and it goes through the window. As there's a crack, you hear Carmen outside. As the body sort of kind of flings into the wall. The second guard immediately sort of pulls out as your people in through the door, gun him down with no difficulty as he was surprised instead of taking cover, of course. As Carmen, you hear this from upstairs.
Gotcha.
As
She
the
kinda
Carlos immediately like pulls out the handgun and sort of flips the table and kind of like just yanks Catalina kind of in cover as he like aims towards the door.
And I know Naomi's in the other room, right?
Yes, she immediately will also. I mean, she just kind of like looks a bit confused outside because other
Yeah.
than there's some gunshots, but she's like, what? What's going on? She's not coming out of the room though. So
Yeah, Karma would tell her to get under the bed if that's possible. While she
Yeah.
also goes to hide, essentially, or finds a place to take cover.
I mean, you could huddle right next to Carlos.
That's what I figured I was doing. Yeah.
Yeah, as you also get there. As the two guys sort of kick the door open as they walk in. Carlos does just unload couple of rounds as one of them like tumbles down the floor as the other one sort of backs away into the safety of cover. As this one was hit straight in the face and just as it was dead on impact. As his body's now at the bottom of the stairs after crumpling down. You recognize your own man. And these are your people.
She has questions, but right now she's looking for opportunity with Carlos.
You could
We
just
shouldn't
stab
be here.
him.
I could.
You have the knife on you, do you remember?
Good. Yeah, my worry is that he's gonna turn the gun immediately on me. That's what I'm worried about.
Well,
But,
not if you're old, good. So give me a turn to violence.
Right. Why would you say such a funny thing? Why would you say such a...
See, it's a partial success. So you can choose.
I will
If you inflict terrible harm, he is dead.
Yeah, I will inflict terrible harm, and since Catalina is so close, I'd like to avoid hurting her by mistake. Outside of the emotional damage this is going to cause.
Well, unfortunately, as you sort of yank the switchblade and sort of drive it into his neck, sort of grabbing him behind, as you stab him repeatedly, he will sort of struggle as the gun will go off, and I will need you to give me the roll that will decide your life, in fact.
Yeah.
Let me just look at the conditions. So I'll give you definitely a +1 because you're sort of behind him.
Mm.
And I'll give you another +1 because you are stabbing him and this was like it's an awkward position.
Gotcha.
So you have a +2 on this one. I believe in you.
Look at that. Look at that.
As unfortunately, as he like sort of like you grab him and start stabbing him, he will aim the gun like backwards, sort of wildly, and unload as the heavy bullet just pierces through your chest. As you get sort of pushed backward and fly into the wall, start like rapidly fucking bleeding. As major internal organs were hit, you are in fact gonna be dead within a minute or so.
Yeah.
As you are bleeding, Catalina screams. Diego, you hear another gunshot go inside the house. After the initial ones, you at this point, I assume you have like came in to see as you rush down alongside your other man, and you do see, not Diego, but you see Carlos. You see him in a pool of his own blood, his neck torn to shreds. But unfortunately, you see your own sister against the wall, bleeding, and as you see her, literally her life fading from her eyes, Catalina is just in shock.
Yeah, he's gonna order his guy to the one other guy to get the kids out of there.
Yeah, he immediately moves. He yanks the young one, yanks Catalina, as Catalina is completely sobbing and crying, and she's like dragging them out forcefully.
Is Carlos just choking on his own blood at this
No,
point?
he's dead. His fucking artery was cut. There's like blood everywhere.
Yeah, I'm just gonna shoot him in the dick real quick and then run up to his sister.
How about you run up
I
to your
think
sister before like she expires, you psycho?
I guess. Oh,
Nick was ready to backstab. You see, Red dodged to take backstab. He was just waiting. He was just waiting.
Can you believe this? I spare people. I'm the asshole. I'm a psycho, apparently. Whatever.
Yeah.
He runs up to his sister and tries to like stop the bleeding.
Yeah,
Knowing it's not gonna work.
you
Yeah,
realize
yeah.
perforated lung, probably, God knows if the heart probably is still barely functioning. There is no exit. There's probably actually is an exit wound on the other end. It's quite messy.
It's a rifle. It's a rifle round inside inside a pistol.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, Carmen probably like if you were trying to like even help her, she probably just stops you, realizing she's gonna die. It's like, yeah, fucking shit. It's fine. It's fine.
It's not. We gotta get you out of here.
No. What's Catalina? Naomi, where are they?
I got them out. They're fine.
Yes. You get them out of here, okay? Diego, you have one job right fucking now, okay? And those girls are your fucking priority. You promise me.
I promise, Carmen.
Don't you fuck it up. I swear fucking God, I'll come back and haunt your ass if you fuck this up. Tell Catalina it wasn't her fault, okay? Make sure she understands it's not her fault. No, it's not their fault.
I know. I'll take care of it.
Hey, fucking take care of yourself, fucking Diego, okay? Don't let this place eat you alive.
They're gonna grow up okay. They're in good hands.
Yeah, I think after hearing Diego say that, she probably just like...
don't feel any pain anymore. It's just sort of it's cold. It feels very cold, as your vision blurs. Just darkness awaits you, as you see her eyes just completely like lose the life in them.
It's Grunt, just to be sure, because I'm not blanking out here. People don't know that she was El Jefe at large, right?
Not really, no.
Yeah, alright. To keep the family secret, he's going to is there like a blanket or something he can just wrap her up in?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
he's gonna
get her body out as you walk out and shoot Carlos several times in the
Like, my only regret is that you don't get up so I can kill you again, son of a bitch. And once
it's just when you flip him over, at least the look of shock and terror on his face gives you a bit of satisfaction. He died with fear in his eyes.
Child to the end, you son of a bitch.
As you, it's a bit of a struggle, but you manage to carry her body, as blood was also gonna drench on you. But outside, the man, your man has Catalina and Naomi in the van. As you put the body in the trunk, and get in the car and drive away, as both girls are just like shock. They're completely disassociating right now. As we'll cut to the other part of the battle. As you, there's a moment like Miguel just sort of stands up. He was sort of silent but looking quite calm. He immediately, almost out as if like he hears something, but you can't hear anything, Raul. He says, "Yeah, I need both of you to get down and go." And he points to like this sort of corner that's like has several concrete blocks around it, sort of providing more shelter. Go, stay there. Do not come out until you hear my voice. Okay?
Yeah, the road is not here.
As Amelia's like, what's going on? And he's like, "We're about to come soon." Just as we talked. As yeah, she's gonna take position somewhere in the house, and he's gonna cover the other side. As he takes the big ass like a rifle she had. She's like, "You can use that, kid?" Like, yeah. I also see better at night than you do. As he'll sort of pop it out the window and just completely shuts the light, the house goes dark. As the only light that there is from the moon above. As it does appear to be a somewhat clear night. There are still clouds about, but there is some light. As Franco, you do spot in the distance several trucks moving in to where you know Miguel is. Yeah. And as soon as the men come out, you can hear the gunshots from a distance, signaling that the firefight has started. I'm gonna need you to give me a turn to violence. Zaz, I cannot hear you if you're talking.
Yeah, we see your thing light up on Discord, but there's nothing. There's no sound.
I'll go grab a drink. Right back in like.
Red, you know this is not the end.
It
Death is never
fucking
the end.
better
I
be.
promise you.
This is no. She's dead.
Santa.
She's dead.
No, Red, no.
She's good.
No,
I suffered enough.
No,
She suffered
no,
enough.
no,
I think we're good.
No, Red. Death is never the end, you fucking fool.
I would like to be used for the solar panel as a battery.
Also,
Zaz?
Tick was about to backstab you. Yeah, Grunt is gone for now. Zaz.
Zaz, we still can't hear you.
Yeah, we can. I can see your thing light up on Discord, but I cannot hear you.
What?
Oh wait. Oh. What do you mean the Mac? And
Like this is
hold on. Zaz, do you say something?
Yes, I'm asking, can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Back, this is how you're expecting her ending to be. Death is never the end. This is how the funeral is gonna go.
Red, you have reason to know better.
I need to. It's just no. I've suffered enough. I've paid my dues.
Actually, I give you CPR and you come back to life.
I will
was
kill
actually-
you.
It was just a flesh wound.
Okay,
Like,
glance back. You unmuted.
If Star
Okay.
Wars told me anything, gut wounds don't mean shit.
Listen, in Hollywood and in movies, nobody really dies. So Zaz, what's Franco's? What is Franco doing as like you hear the gunshots going off in the distance?
Well, first, Grant, I do have a question.
Hmm.
I know that they were given some warning, but do they still count as unsuspecting for triggering the matador move?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, then yeah, no, he's pretty much just he's just going to tell the people in the van. Pretty much, we hit them hard, hit them fast. See what we'll see who's still with us on the other side. Frank is just going to go into it.
Yeah, so says you're marking at least one stress, but since they kind of knew like your ambush is not the perfect one, I'll say you need to mark 3 stress for this to just be a successful offensive.
Gotcha.
As the van with your crew and probably like 2 more cars fucking descend upon these people. Your van will of course be the runner-up vehicle because it is actually reinforced. So as like gunshots are flying towards it, it can withstand that as you sort of slide off to the side, getting out and using the cover to start shooting back at these people in the night. It's not pretty. It is in fact quite deadly. Now I'm gonna ask something of you. Are you gonna let your people take the brunt of the damage? Are you gonna expose yourself? Meaning you will have to roll the get fucking shot move.
Franco is absolutely going to expose himself.
Okay.
The threat. Yeah.
Let's count the pen. So you have body armor. So yeah, you'll be rolling with a +1.
Let me see here. All right. Nah, not meant to be.
Lola can now become the rise up. This is Lola's backstory.
As initially it was a successful charge. These are trained military special forces. One ambush is not gonna make them crack. As eventually you get shot as the bullet sort of grazes your neck as you kind of fall backwards behind the van as Paco kind of drags you, screaming at you, but like because of the gunfire you cannot even hear properly anymore as you just like feel something hot and liquid running down your throat as you start like choking. You can't breathe properly. You can only see like Paco's freaked out face as the people around you are in fact dying. Some of them, the body armor will, I guess, keep them alive slightly, but it's you are getting pushed back as there is a moment where the gun inside Raul, Miguel sort of drops the sniper rifle and sort of grabs his own handgun and sort of rushes out, and on his way out says, "None of you leave this fucking house. Raul promised me you'll keep them both here."
Bro will just nod.
He bolts out and you notice something weird as he like looks at you for like a moment. His eyes, Raoul, his eyes
Are they yellow?
glowing in the dark. Almost like a cat's would. In fact, they did just look like cat eyes to you for a moment. They're very unsettling. As he just bolts out the door. As the shooting does continue, but it's significantly sort of less frequent. As Franco, your vision is fading. And as you see something, you kind of weird. See Liam, like walking towards you very calmly. As people are sort of shooting around you, like they don't seem to see him. It's like they're all kind of fumbling, running, taking covers, like crawling away, bleeding out, dying. As Liam sort of crouches next to you, and he speaks and you can hear him. It's a shame, isn't it? Good people die. Evil people get to profit off of suffering and misery.
Can Franco respond despite the wound in his neck?
Yeah, actually. Weird. You can suddenly feel... You don't feel the need to breathe anymore, but you can talk.
It's the way. It's just life. It's just life down south.
It is, but you chose to do something about that, didn't you? You chose to take a risk. I respect that. Fuck it, I admire it. I'm giving you a chance here, Franco. I want to know if you are ready to continue the fight. Because you did just die, and I mean, the afterlife is it is peaceful. But, well, he kind of like glances around. There's not that many people around you that can do what you do. I think it would be a shame to lose someone as daring and virtuous as yourself.
What's the offer?
I need someone to work with, a partner. You can be that. If you accept my help, you will be joining an organization that wants this entire thing fixed. Peace and stability. Problem is, once you join, you can't really leave. There is no I quit. So I'll understand if you want to say no. And pass on peacefully.
Tell me, Liam. How many of my friends are still up?
Because of your bravery, all of them. Wounded, desperate, afraid, crawling for their lives, desperate, but alive. Now, the morale will completely break. Let's just say this fight has escalated a bit beyond what I expected. So I am and provide a bit more of that offensive help you asked about, that firepower. We'll have all the firepower you need.
Why not? Help me up.
He extends his hand as he like stands up.
Franco will take it.
As you grab his hand, it seems like he emanates a glowing light. As that light flies into you and you suddenly get up, you start breathing, the wound on your neck is gone. And the gun that was in your hand looks like a sword wrapped in flames. As you see the world through light. And as you stand up and look around, what once was just gunmen now wear the shapes of monsters. Dogs, vipers, many animals you see. But they all cower as your light emanates. As you glance into the reflection of Van, you see yourself draped in a golden robe. Weird you can see through, because what you see is not your face, but almost like a white mask that covers your face, and a golden crown has emanated above your head. And you feel confident. As you hear like Liam's voice inside your head. Now it's time to deliver true justice.
Franco just says. Franco would just say, Don't know if this means God's on my side or not, but
As close as
that
you'll ever get.
Franco will not hesitate. He'll fall upon the people in front of him.
And with speed that you never knew you possessed. As if your body knows exactly what to do. It merely needs your intent. You slice through these beasts, these monsters, like they were nothing, as bullets seem to just kind of not even hurt you anymore, as they melt away into the light, as your flames burn these monsters away. Before everything is done, you stand alone. The light sort of dissipates as you see Liam sort of next to you, as he puts a hand on your shoulder and says, "Welcome to the Heaven's Host, kid."
Were those demons then?
No. Demons don't do what these creatures engage with. All will be explained in due time. Check on your friends. And do keep this between us.
I can do that.
As he smiles, gives you a nod, and there's the pair of angel wings that you see sprout as he ascends in an instant. As you rush back, and your friends are there, sort of wounded but alive. As several ambulances sort of pull out, you see paramedics start to attend. As these appear to be military reinforcements. But while this was happening, Raul, the blinding light outside, it flashes as Miguel runs back into the house. Okay. Holy shit. We need to leave now. Like now. As Amelia's like, what the fuck?
This is what's
No.
going on?
Just we either leave now or we die. As there's thundering roars, like almost as if a thunderstrike hit the fucking ground. Loud, it's booming, it kind of echoes and reverberates.
I
As
guess
the
we go
house
to-
slightly shakes.
Guess we try to get the fuck out, I suppose.
As yeah,
Okay.
you grab your sister in a panic. Amelia looks like follows befuddled as you will in fact just run in the back and he will sort of point to the car that's parked out back as you get in and he just floors it as all you can see behind the house are flashes of light following by the same reverberating thundering noise.
I get it, buddy.
Oh shit. Holy fuck. We're alive. We're fucking alive.
What the fuck was that? Was it the fucking army? Did they call an artillery strike?
Yeah, that I think that was the fucking army.
The fuck was that? Fucking the divine intervention?
Oh, count your blessings, man. As Diego, you rush back. Where are you driving, the sisters?
First off, I would make the phone call as we're driving out, if that's okay.
Yeah,
I was told to call one. Yeah.
Oh, you're calling La
The-
Bruja, yeah.
Yeah, because he told me.
Yeah, no, I know what he told you. So yeah, no, it's wonderful. As
Well, I would report to my sister, but
I mean,
you know.
yeah. As you phone up and he'll pick up, like, tell me you at least succeeded.
Yeah. Carlos is gone. His compound is compromised. We were in and out. There was a small difficulty, but nothing that Carmen was there. She is no longer alive.
Unfortunate, but well, Diego, you need to pack up your things. Meet me in a small village, a few hours away from Durango. We regroup, and you go back in and establish control over the city.
Of course.
The assault on the vigilante has failed. They called in the military to ambush them.
Guess it's just lucky one of our missions were a success. The Zietas we're lucky, maybe they'll have a little infighting, give us some breathing room.
We are not doing half measures anymore, Diego. We'll return back with a small army, and you'll teach the military what happens when they fuck with us.
Gladly.
As, yeah, and close off the phone call. Now, Diego, you do know what that means. A lot of civilian deaths. As,
Is the entire force wiped out, or do we still have guys in the city?
you
Any
kind of
of
try and
them?
reach out to a couple of phone calls. Your actual, like, security team, like, your top tier guys, like, yeah, you probably just have a bunch of thugs still, like, around, but the military trained ones, they're all dead now, except the guy that's in the right side passenger seat. Now, I'm going to point this out to you, Diego. If you ever wanted an out, you've never had a better opportunity. The only thing stopping you from an out is the guy to your right.
Oh,
Or
Son
you
of a
can go
bitch.
meet with La Bruja and sign in for round 2, I guess.
He looks back.
You have the girls with you. You could. Catalina probably knows where Carmen had the money stashed. That would be enough to hide in the US. Fucking try and get away. Not an impossible thing if a full war breaks out between the Sinaloa and the Lacetas and the military. They're not gonna have time to track, like, they wouldn't have time and reason, and they wouldn't care to track down one Sicario and 2 daughters of a failed Jefe.
Is this what I believe, or is this like, nah, this is, he's been in the game long enough that he knows that they're not going to care enough about what I do?
Like, no, you would know. Like, you would know that it's unlikely. Like, if this wasn't such an unstable shit show, they would, like, kill you to make an example, but they would have to invest a lot of money, and they seem to have. This would give you a good chance to have a head start.
Yeah.
Problem is the guy right
Yeah.
onto the right side. Well, I mean, you can trust him. Maybe he won't say anything, but maybe he will then.
Why?
Or might just
Why
get
have-
tortured. Unless you want to leave
Why-
with him as well and convince him, hey, you want to leave too? Sure, buddy. Sure, I will leave.
Uh-huh.
There's one thing to trust him to have your back on a mission, and it's another to trust him to also desert with you and make an enemy of the Sinaloa.
He's gonna look back. What are the kids doing right now?
Complete state of shock. It's frozen in fear, basically. They just saw their mother get shot point blank. Were in the middle of a active gunfire. Saw another man's fucking artery get cut and just sprinkle fucking blood everywhere.
He'll look back, snap his fingers in front of Catalina.
Yeah. What's on? What?
With his eyes, he's going to he's gonna talk to her, but with his eyes, he's gonna like look at, like, gesture towards her little sister to like cover her eyes.
Yeah. She kind of gives Naomi a hug, covering both her eyes and ears.
Yeah, and then he's just gonna pop the guy in the side of the head.
Yeah, as the
Like,
gunshot flies through his head out the window, he just kind of collapses in his seat.
Yeah, he's gonna take any, like, if the car comes, he's gonna take whatever he has on him, anything useful to him, and then he's going to say, "All right, Catalina, where did Mom keep the money? We're gonna get out of here."
Yeah, I know the place. I was just gonna give you an address, and yeah, you'll be able to drive, fetch the stash of cash, and on the road you go. A decent head start, and an actual shot at outrunning the assassins that they will eventually send after you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, your body.
No
will be-
time for that. No time.
Well,
Oh.
once we got some distance.
Yeah, you'll be able to make a small hidden grave in the desert for her.
Mm-hmm. Marked probably by a pile of rocks or something.
As, yeah, a couple of days later, probably only like a half a day later, you stop, you dig a grave. As, yeah, it will be tough, as Naomi is a complete fucking wreck, and Catalina's not much better, but she realizes that you might need some help with this one. But yeah, you can see the guilt on her face, and you bury your sister. Say one last goodbye, a prayer, and you're off. Try and hop over the border and hopefully disappear, maybe into Canada.
Yes, wherever money takes.
Well, it's a decent chunk, so it should last you for a while.
There you go.
As Raul, you sort of the car he'll stop the car at some point as he looks at the rest of you, and you can see his eyes are just normal now.
Yeah, okay, yeah, good. Okay, let me first continue first, because I want to Raul to
Says,
speak with him.
We're alive. We're alive. As Anna will fucking like slap him, just backhand him. Okay, I deserve that. I called you for help. I didn't realize you would start shooting up the place. Amelia just kind of puts her hand on her. It's like, okay, everyone take a couple of seconds to breathe. Now, looks at you. I'll check on mom and your wife. Raul, can you chat for a moment?
Yeah. Let's not get outside here.
Okay, I'm gonna come clean because this is fucked. You know about my police stuff. But it's a bit more than that. I've been working with the feds some time now. I was sent here to try and pick up the messes one of our agents left behind. I got mom and your wife into protective custody. But she like shows her cell phone, a different one, where she got confirmation that they are out of the city.
Thank God.
I don't know what to do about the two of them, though. She looks at a very distressed-looking Anna and Miguel, who is not saying anything. Like he's just kind of like letting her pour out her emotions and anger and fear and stress. She's like,
I mean,
starts like crying a bit. He kind of gives her a hug.
yeah, government care about them? You work with him, like.
I didn't realize he was working. Listen, he had the contact number of the previous fucking Fed. Apparently, the guy was arming him and like giving him targets. Listen, the guy's plan was fucked, but he's dead now. So, what am I gonna do?
Does the superiors know about this whole thing and him? As I point towards Miguel.
No, I don't think they know. If they knew, why the fuck wouldn't they told me? I walked into this mess. I just found his old files. I was a nut job.
Don't you dare talk about Reyes like that. Reyes was based, Amelia. Reyes was a visionary. Reyes gave his life for his country. He was a hero. What do you mean?
Listen,
Fuck,
he was an insane man, but listen, he was efficient.
He was a hero, damn it.
It's okay.
He was secretly Raphael the whole time.
We're gonna them a moment, double back and put you in place, protect custody. We'll try and move you around, and we're gonna survive this clusterfuck.
Thanks, Amelia. Thanks for everything.
Don't thank me yet. Cartels, they will come back swinging with a fucking fury.
Oh, shit has just begun, but got out of this fucking mess.
Yeah. As yeah. Well, eventually. Sorry, go ahead.
So yeah, I want to ask Raul though, not Raul. Fuck, I want to ask Miguel something once.
Yeah, the two of them will get in the car, so you have like a moment where you can speak with him alone.
Yes, yes. I want to ask him.
What's up?
I'm a man of science. Now, not a proper doctor, but now I know pupils can grow, but cat eyes?
He like, just listen. Let's just get to the fucking safe house. I'll explain things to you, okay? It's very fucking weird. I just know it works. As you...
Oh, that's one thing though. One more thing though. The lightning, was that you?
Don't know.
As Ro would slowly nod, I guess. As a well, damn divine differences as opposed to fuck me. Yeah. As Ro will just get into the fucking car.
When I'll be able to process what the fuck I saw, I'll tell you about it. As he just sort of drives you as you will gonna go around as you will park in front of a safe house, as both your mother and your wife will run out to give you like hugs.
Yeah.
As you see a man sort of walking behind them as well with the Mexican feds. This man specifically.
Is it Liam?
Yeah, it is Liam.
It's Liam. Oh, Camayo, my friend.
As Liam walks up, you see Miguel just completely fucking freeze.
No, fuck you, evil bastard grunt.
As Liam will walk to Miguel, Amelia looks a bit concerned, but you see her superior officer sort of. Yeah, this man here is a representative from the U.S. Just give them some space. She'll slowly nod, and Liam will take Miguel off to the side. As they like begin talking in hushed whispers, as your wife will hug you.
Yeah, I'll hug her tightly.
As you sort of, well, we'll be able to go into the safe house eventually. Things will calm down if like an hour or so passes. Liam doesn't the man doesn't come back inside. He drives off in an SUV, but after Miguel comes inside, he looks shooken. Glances at you, sort of pulls you off to the side. Just the two
Yeah.
of you, and says, okay, Raul, you know what's good for you. I've seen nothing, and you will not ask me any more questions about what I saw.
I guess the American Fed man was not here by accident.
Nope.
Are you some kind of super soldier?
No,
A serious question here. It's not a joke.
know what the fuck I'm, but we will get through this. If it's the last thing I fucking do.
Understood. I saw nothing. I don't know. If I
Don't
saw
tell
anything, I was
anything.
panicked.
Yeah, don't tell. Yeah, it's just a panic. Just
So big
press
fucking.
narcotics. Don't talk about it. Anyone
I will
answers, you've
not.
seen nothing.
I said, roll just nod. Fuck,
Yeah.
But he was like turn. Vigilante business was fucking dangerous, but fucking whatever the fuck you're in, holy fucking shit.
I made a deal. This I will stay in the vigilante business for longer, but to
Fed
keep
man or
her
some- or
safe
some-
as he
yeah.
glances at your sister.
The American or something else.
Fucking some deep state.
I'll pray for you. You fucking need every prayer.
I guess so. As he chuckles a bit to himself.
You're a good man, Miguel.
I hope I'll stay that way.
As well.
Yeah, you'll eventually be moved out of the city. As well, they will still come, but the military will be here. It will not be pleasant. But for you, Franco, after you kind of open your eyes well, I mean, you would have been brought into one of the ambulances to this sort of medical camp where there's military personnel and everything. As you and your people are getting treatment, you got to rest for a bit, and after you woke up, your body still hurts. You are covered in stitches. Fucking they they had to do some surgery on you, basically. It's not clean, but you live. And as you sort of awake, you see Liam in the room, looking over some reports, most likely, as he puts them off to the side, noticing you are awake. How are you feeling, son?
Well, I'm in a lot of pain, but that's a good thing right now.
That
Better than
is-
feeling nothing.
Now, I wasn't joking when I made that offer. I assume you have a lot of questions, but things will change drastically, but I think you should enjoy the normalcy while you'll still have it. Kind of gives you a smile and stands up, and as he like opens the door and kind of says to someone, "He's awake, ma'am." As your mother will come rushing in, as he'll smile back to you and close the door. As yeah, your mother is a complete like worried packet. As well, you will get to enjoy some peace and quiet for a bit of time. For you'll rapidly, for some, slower for others, brought into the larger heavenly plans for this area, as you will be informed of your new nature.